that I check so well. These are the tales, the freaky tales. These are What up, what up, what up, our people? I am Zeke, the 5 foot freak, with my beautiful co-host,
Miss Mina, that diva.
and we are back for another great and live show. And we are going live on Station Head App Radio. Please download the app if you haven't, and follow Zeke, the 5 foot freak, as well as follow the Upper Room. And we're also live on Facebook as well as YouTube. And on YouTube, look for the logo with the UR in it and search for the Upper Room. And with that being said, I want to first say happy birthday to all our March babies, as well as our birthday babies on this day, March the 27th. And another big shout out to Women's Celebration Month, to all you beautiful queens out there, because without you, we wouldn't have any handsome kings as well as beautiful queens. But don't get it twisted. Without us kings, you wouldn't be able to produce the beautiful queens and the handsome queens.
Okay.
Now, to get into my Zeke Speaks, I would like to touch on, because it's kind of relating to our show today, but I'd like to touch on a little bit of Deshaun Watson, the quarterback for the Houston Texans, who has allegedly been accused of sexual misconduct. I'm not going to say rape, because nobody said he came out and raped them, but of sexual misconduct. And right now it's up to at least, I'm going to say 13 women. It could be more, to 13 women. But with that being said,
all of a sudden now that he's leaving.
All of a sudden that he's leaving the Texans. Now, to go into that, Bugsby, who is his attorney, is great friends with what's the owner's name? The Laniers or whatever? The Texans.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you didn't know, Deshaun Watson, he declared a trade, said he wanted to leave because they didn't bring in minority coaches, or gave one of the minority coaches a chance at the head coaching job, but they did interview him, but they didn't bring him in for a second interview. So he was upset about that. So he wanted to leave. Now he has all these allegations brought up against him. Hold on. Did it again.
No, we did not.
He wanted to leave. He has all these allegations
so they didn't
brought
hear
up
any of
against
the
him.
interjection?
I don't know.
Well, hey, this is Zeke the Freak. And I'm Mina, okay, Miss Mina, that diva. And we have to start over a little bit and retract, because we think we had y'all on mute. We don't know yet, but we're going to find out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure our viewers going to say something about
we were on mute.
That they was on mute.
So listen, we talking about Deshaun Watson. And what happened was he got all these allegations.
Yeah, for sexually misconduct, not for rape as of now. And hopefully that don't comes to light. If he did do it, he should be brought on criminal charges, whatever the case may be. Because women, y'all do have the right to people to be able to hear you for what happens. But my thing is, and the problems I have, majority of the women that allegedly said that he had sexual misconduct, not all, because some of them said it was consensual, was from the not knowingly not known Instagram.
This is my thing. I think it's all some bullshit. Just like they did.
Now you're going to have a lot of women going to be mad at you.
I don't care about you women. Listen, conspiracy theories and conspiracies are real, okay? And people get paid off all the time to slander someone's reputation, their name, or whatever. Now, I don't know if this to be true, but let's just dissect this for a second. Harvey Weinstein owns the directing company, right? And all these alleged women from 1919 and all the way up to the current 2020s, okay, accused him of inappropriate behavior. Yet he's still walking the streets because he a white man. I said it. Y'all don't have to like it.
No, I thought he was locked up.
When?
I think he's locked up.
Oh, he wasn't the one that took a trip and never came back? Oh, that might be somebody else.
You might be. I thought he was locked up.
But Bill Cosby allegedly had 99 million women come to the forefront for whenever he decided he wanted to buy CBS or ABC.
CBS.
Okay. All of a sudden, these women coming to the forefront when he put the money up to buy the network.
So you saying that probably could have happened to Watson? He want to leave.
And so in order for me to taint your reputation or to make it, because CBS, ABC are supposed to be family networks, I have to taint your reputation to the point that you have the money, but you don't have the reputation to buy this network. And so now I'm going to put you in jail. But statute of limitation says after a certain amount of time, you can't prosecute somebody. Or you can't do things like that because of statute of limitations, certain states, right? Though. Certain states.
Yeah.
But damn, 25 years, what's your evidence? Word of mouth?
I don't know. I guess a lot of them was using their mouth.
True story. Evidence is 9/10 of the law, though, right?
I'm not an attorney. I don't know. I guess.
Okay, well then, how can I say that such and such did something to me 25 years ago and I have no proof of that? Except for my word of mouth. That's hearsay. Anybody can say anything about anybody. So these people are so reputable that they can say something 25 years later and it be the truth. If somebody did something to you in that time, you told somebody because you traumatized.
You know what? That what kills me about that. Now, I'm not saying these women are lying, but I guarantee you majority of them are. Because if he did anything sexually misconduct and they felt violated,
you Deshaun Watson.
Well,
they would say some shit.
They would have went to the police department. They would have got a rape kit.
Right at that moment, because now I want millions and millions of dollars from you. You got it. You raped me. And then this boy is Deshaun Watson. Not to say that they wouldn't rape you, but dude, he can use his name alone to get all the coochie in the world. You that important that I gotta rape 13 different women?
Well, one of the women came forward and
some of the stories be obnoxious.
But she admitted to trying to extort him for $30,000 for her silence for having sexual encounter with him, which he refused to give her. But she admitted to that. She tried to blackmail.
So you extort, which is my point exactly. So you go from, if you don't give me $30,000, I'm gonna go make this story up, to now all of a sudden he raped me. Come on, man, it's some bullshit. And this society that we live in, this microwave popcorn society on this visual and everybody jump on the bandwagon, stop believing everything the media tell you. They told you Africa was trash, but everybody around the world gets all of their everything from Africa. They put it in the media that Africa is a dirty slum, but they don't show you the gold paved roads and this and this and that. Right? They don't take the pictures of that, the beautiful Africa, and they put the ones where the kids got the big stomachs and the flies flying around on their head. That's what they do. The media is trash. Stop believing everything that you hear on social media. The shit is not real. It's fabricated.
This is what I would like for a lot of these entertainers and athletes to start doing. Back in the day, Mike Tyson attorneys advised him to get a legal document, which they already had provided for him and made up. And every time, just like getting
a non-disclosure.
Yeah, a non-disclosure. What it is, when we get married, I want to do a
prenup.
Mm-hmm. And if these women is really into you and not worrying about money and all of that, they just want to have fun, whether it's sexually or I hope y'all are saying no to drugs or doing drugs or whatever the case may be, it shouldn't be a problem signing the document.
Right. But if you really here for me.
Yeah, but what happens, a lot of these athletes probably feel like, man, she ain't gonna do that or he ain't gonna do that.
Well, screw her.
And then when they find out that you're really not into them as in a relationship standpoint, then they want to start saying you did them wrong. Not all, you did them wrong. He touched me wrong, she touched me wrong, or whatever the case may be. And then you have all these allegations out. This man, and I'm not saying what he did wasn't sexual misconduct. He probably pushed her head down too long. I don't know. Or he probably wanted to put his whole hand in instead of one finger. I do not know. But the thing is, you got over 13 or 14 women that came out saying that this guy had sexually misconduct with them, and they all allegedly going to one attorney, not going to the other attorney. You got a woman from California seeking out Bugsby way in Houston. Why? When she clearly can get an attorney up there in California. But that's my thoughts and my takes on that. I am Zeke, the 5 foot freak, with my beautiful co-host.
Miss Mina, that diva. I was lost in the sauce for a minute. I'm sorry. I
You
was
lost
lost
us
in the
up.
sauce.
Well,
Okay.
we're gonna take about a 5-minute break. We have two guests that we
We're gonna
have
take a 2 minute.
coming on. One via by Station Head, so please download the Station Head app and follow Zeke the 5 Foot Freak. And one supposedly be coming on through Facebook Live, but we having technical difficulties. We've been trying to work on this while we've been in break, but if not, we will have her to come on through Station Head. And I see my boy Edmund Wells, aka Peanut, is on. He say, "Hold that nut in their mouth." 25 years.
See, that's why nobody don't like you. See what I'm saying? Every time you come around, it's a problem. This is why we handle you like that. See that? Goodbye, Peanut. Goodbye.
Well, this show is being brought to you by Station Head via Facebook as well as on YouTube. And the views and the comments are only by us on our show. These don't have anything to do with the social media outlets. It's just our comments, our thoughts, and parental discretion is advised.
Because we're going to cuss their ass.
We get a little potty mouth. And when we get back, we're going to give you the title of the show. We're going to go in right from there. And then we're going to do what we do. And we'll be back.
We'll be right back.
Well, we are back. I am Zeke, the 5 foot freak, one of the co-hosts of the Upper Room Podcast Show with King Cleve and the legend there is, as well as Zeke Freaky Tales with my beautiful co-host.
Miss Mina, that diva.
Now we are back on our show, and I'm gonna let Miss Mina go into the title of the show, and we're gonna bring in our guests, and then we're gonna start going in on the topics, and Miss Mina gonna let y'all know the topics of what we're gonna talk about, who are we gonna talk about, and then we'll go from there.
Oh, I know that. Anyway,
the topic of the show. Now.
The topic of the show today is after the affair. So he lied, she lied, they cheated, they still together. Now what? What we doing after the affair? I mean, are we gonna be miserable? Are we gonna just go and get past it? What we doing?
That's the question that we're gonna be asking. And fellas, y'all need to tune in. Y'all need to chime in, because I know some of these women gonna try to go in on us. But I already know that Black men don't cheat, and I know that that's a fact. So, with that being said,
don't cheat.
Nah,
oh God,
Black men don't cheat.
Oh, I thought you said Black men not faithful. I mean, I can't agree with Black men don't cheat, but them mother suckers is not faithful. I'm just saying. But listen, I'm gonna take that back. What is faithful? To me, being loyal to me does not have anything to do with your penis. Real talk. Sex has nothing to do with your loyalty to me. If I'm your woman and you put me, I'm head honcho, I don't give a damn that you went and stuck your penis in Sally for 2 minutes. But you told Sally, look, broad, if you ever see me and her out together, you make sure when you walk up, you say, hey, Miss Mina, how you doing first? To make it seem like you don't really know me like that. And then say, hey, Zeke, how you doing? And this and that. Just put me first.
So if I'm cheating, which I know.
What is cheating, though?
I don't know, because Black men don't cheat. So that's what I'm going to have to try to find out.
Black men don't cheat.
Please don't say that out loud.
Well, look, before we go into that, we do have one of our beautiful guests on our show, on podcasting and broadcasting with us today.
Hey, girl, hey,
and
girl.
If you don't mind, go ahead and give us an introduction of yourself, who you are, where you from.
Yes, I am Brooke, the pleasure boss. I'm from Port Arthur, Texas. I'm a certified sexologist, a relationship expert. I'm from PA, Texas, baby. Land of the trail.
Land of the trail.
Yeah, I know how we say it. So I'm a certified sexologist, a relationship specialist, a coach, you should say. I sell intimate toys and all of that great stuff. I'm an author.
Yes.
And I'm like so living for this topic today. Okay.
Now I have a question before we get into the topic, because you said you are a certified sex therapist?
I'm a certified sexologist. I am not a sex therapist.
Okay. Yes. My bad.
What is a
well, I mean, because there's a difference, there's clinical differences. So I'm not a therapist. I don't claim to be one of those. A lot of things that I teach in my practices are from my own experiences. I was in a long relationship, so I have that plus, the educational background to kind of bring it all together. So yeah.
So what is a sexologist?
Well, the sexologist that I am, I just kind of help people be more comfortable in their own skin, and find their pleasure, their inner pleasure, whether that be through solo exploration or that be with a couple. Of course, I can also help relationships after infidelity and cheating and marriages that may be on the break of breaking up. I also can help you if you have any sexual trauma that you experience that you need to heal from. So I kind of mix my teaching from sex coaching with my spirituality coaching that I do, so that people can kind of connect sexuality and spirituality together, because yes, we are human beings, but we are sexual beings as well. So they are one in one.
Miss Mina just asked a question. Since you said cheating, what is cheating? Because Black men don't cheat, but what is cheating?
Black men don't cheat, right? Black women don't cheat. Let me throw that out there. Hold on. First of all, Black women don't cheat. I'm about to change. We're gonna change the conversation for the whole day. Every time I hear you say Black men don't cheat, I would say black women don't cheat either. Okay,
All right, that's
but
fine.
I mean,
Black women don't cheat, we
it's
reciprocate.
yes, yeah.
That part.
But it's so many different definitions of cheating. So I think that in every relationship, it can be different for each person. So it all depends on your boundaries and what boundaries were crossed, or what type of mistrust came in between. So I mean, because some people say, inboxing somebody is cheating. Some people say watching porn is cheating. Some people say texting an ex is cheating. I mean, some people say penetration is cheating. Some people say oral sex is cheating. So it just really depends on your relationship, the boundaries that you set for yourself and for your mate, and kind of working in between that. So like, yeah, I I've been there, but it's like I said, so many levels to it. I guess it just all depends on where you at in the cheating, I guess.
Okay, now before we go into that, we have another one of our podcast guests to come on our show. She's normally
Okay.
well, she's not new to our show. She's been on a couple of our shows. I like to bring her in as well, and that is Only One Candy Lady.
Hi, Miss Candy.
Okay, Candy Lady.
Hey there.
Oh, she is back. Now, this is Miss Mina, that Divas girl.
This is my girl.
They
right
always
here.
go against they
Hey,
always go against me, but you know what? I got my boy Peanut. He's online too, so I know he's gonna help me out. But Miss Only One
For the
Candy,
men's side.
we are happy to have you back. We have the Pleasure Boss with us live on Facebook, Be Live, and she just went into some of the things that she said is different stages of cheating. So what is your take on that?
I mean, different people say cheat, and they have different.
That's why we're gonna let Miss Candy Lady give her perspective on.
Okay.
Honestly, I didn't, because I was trying to share this, so I didn't hear what she said the differences are, but I do believe there are different stages of cheating. It depends on who you are, who you with, what you're doing,
she said the same thing.
Personal, I'm like your personal definition of cheating.
But listen, y'all saying, see that's what I'm saying. All three of y'all, damn it, I'm about to get mad because I know black men don't cheat. Y'all sitting up here saying it's
black women don't cheat.
That part.
Yeah, black men don't cheat. But listen, y'all saying it's different stages of cheating. If it's cheating, it's cheating. What the hell is different stages?
No, it's cheating is cheating, but it depends on what you consider to be cheating. Because like me, I don't consider watching porn cheating.
Right.
I don't consider that to be cheating. I consider that to be research. Whatever. I don't consider per se hitting people in the DM as cheating. Now, this could be seen as flirtatious, actions, depending on what the conversation was about, will depend on what we need to talk about. But I'm not just going to say that's cheating.
Okay, but
I'm a straight, like, if you penetrate the person, you're cheating.
Okay, but would you tell your partner
that's
that?
Like,
would you come home and tell your partner, Miss Candy Lady and Pleasure Boss, that, yeah, I talked to Zeke in the DM and I was considering on having sex with him? You ain't going to tell your man that, so you cheating.
Now you.
I mean, but have we had sex? Have we? Okay, first of all, black men don't cheat. Are we in the DMs? Are we in the DMs fishing for a vagina? And like, if you don't land on that vagina, have you cheated? So that's what I'm saying. It's so many gray areas to it. Yes, you went fishing, and you were flirtatious, but until you actually take that next step, are you cheating?
Okay, now hold on. Miss Candy Lady was chiming in. You said the wrong person on that one.
I said, now you're asking the wrong person here, because I am a I've told you before that I'm a believer in ethical non-monogamy.
Ethical non-monogamy. Boy,
yes.
y'all come up with all these damn words to justify
ethical non-monogamy.
Yes. That's a bunch of bullshit.
See, but men have the misconception of how to interpret cheating or whatever. In this new generation that we're in, there are some women who are just as fluid as you and don't hold those boundaries on relationships or those stipulations or that control on human beings in their relationship. So therefore, they are able to be in a relationship with you and allow you to be fluid as you need to be, because they're as fluid as they need to be, correct? And it's not considered cheating because we have those conversations and that communication between us and that honesty between us is the boundaries that we don't cross. Now, if you become a liar and start lying about shit, now that's cheating.
The lying is the thing.
You see what I'm
Because
saying?
even whenever you're in a relationship, even when you're, let's say we're in a,
I need you to come on station head. I need some damn reinforcement.
Help. He needs some help. Y'all.
He needs some help. He needs some men don't cheat help.
And then we got AB on it. He talking about if you go too far, it's cheating.
For who though?
It's the sneakiness. It's the not being honest. It's the not openly communicating. That's the part. Because even if, let's say, we're in a swingers relationship or a poly relationship, okay, poly relationships work great. When they don't work, it's because the other person is being dishonest. So once we have set boundaries, whether that's we can have free play at the location, you can have whoever you want, have whoever you want, as long as we discuss these things. Like, you have to let me know, or whatever their rules are. It's whenever you go around the boundary. Even if you bring a third in the bedroom, you're like, okay, we're going to have this third, and it's going to be when we do it. And then, like, one of the partners go out and start calling the third on the slip slide and seeing the third when the partner's out of town. And that's where the problem be, because it's like you open up the window and you give somebody an inch, and then they took a whole mile thinking in their mind it's okay because we're open. But no, we're open. We're still closed in between us because it's an open communication. It's boundaries that has been set, and whenever you break those boundaries, then you break that trust, and that's whenever it's hard to come back from the mistrust, and yes, the misconception, the lies, the betrayal, the whatever it is.
You see that?
Okay,
I'm glad, Javier, Javar, that you chimed in as a man. Okay, and here's one of our guests a man. He had to say was, it all depends on the dynamics. That is so true. My wife and I mess with other women. Our boundaries are that we play together. If we play alone, then it's a problem. I'm so glad you spoke on that. And people need to learn to get with a person that matches their fly. Okay, because you are trying to be in a situation with somebody, a relationship with somebody that does not match your fly, and you're trying to convert them into what you are, and that's never going to work. So find somebody that matches your fly, that's down with your stilo, and then that relationship will work perfectly because you guys are on the same page, and then together you can communicate as adults and say, hey, this is what we're not gonna do, and this is what we're gonna do, and if you do this, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Hey, before I get into one hour viewers that's tuning in and listening as well, Miss Candy Lady, I just got your GIF thing talking about with your eyebrows on. I wish the viewers could see this. She is crazy. Hey, one of my childhood friends. What you said, Miss Candy Lady?
I said I got up and I put my eyebrows on because I wasn't sure how we were going to do it. I was going to be on station head, or what, that y'all were going to see my face today. Okay, so I need to be prepared.
I know the viewers would have loved to being able to see you, but hey, being on station head, there's nothing wrong with that. We love you for coming on, being a guest. But now one of our viewers and listeners, Mr. Darrow, says, so what are the boundaries? Because some people don't believe in boundaries no more. It's like it is what it is.
Listen, and that's what we're trying to get to understand. All of us women, you guys are so closed-minded. Men these days are more closed-minded from past trauma. Y'all are so used to the women who didn't accept where we are.
And they don't heal like shit.
Y'all these goddamn
that part. Okay. They don't heal like shit.
Bathroom break.
They want us to be super saver broke man.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, reason I'm not too much worried about that because I know black men don't cheat, so I ain't worried about that. So they ain't worried about
black women don't cheat either. We
and anything like that. So
Right, right, Jamal. You have to define your own boundaries. And listen, men, y'all need to get out of this closed in this box. Some men, not all men, but a lot of men are in this box where you guys are so close-minded nowadays that you can't understand a woman understanding you as a man now. Right?
So
They
it's
so hurt. They so hurt.
Woman accepting you for who you are. Now she got to be doing all this or whatever, but really, she really matches your fly, and you need to be accepting of that.
So
she more fly than him, and he insecure.
So
What'd you say?
Go ahead.
I say she more fly than him, and he insecure. Why? Because he ain't healed this shit. He ain't healed his shit yet. That's why.
If a woman found a man that is a Dixman, meaning that he uses his penis well, and they are compatible, and he's going out being a Dixman, even though I tell Miss Mina that diva, like, babe, you know I love you, but I seen this chick and she wants this arrow. Is all right for me to go ahead and shift the target? If y'all
have that relationship where you can come to her and say, listen, I think monogamy is unnatural. I really think it's unrealistic. And the reason I say this is not because I'm just on some let's all fuck who we want to fuck type stuff. No, I just believe that men, in a day, I say this all the time, y'all get hard 1,001 times.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
A woman can have an orgasm.
Watch out, Miss Candy Lady. Don't judge me.
We can have an orgasm and go about our day, go shopping and do what we do. And after we leave, y'all, 10-30 minutes later, y'all right back up and you ready to go again.
Trying to get a double or a triple-double.
A triple.
It doesn't mean that we did not satisfy you. And I think that some women need to recognize that. It's not about you, baby. It's not that you can't satisfy him.
What did he talk about?
It's not that you have issues. It's not that you're not enough. It's about him as a person and his sex level, his sex drive. And that has nothing to do with the woman you with, because she may be swinging from chandeliers and doing all the things that you like. But that doesn't mean that you wouldn't hit Sally. But where is your heart, though? Where is your loyalty? Is it with that woman?
My heart and loyalty can be with you, but it's okay that I ain't gotta always want this pumpkin pie. I can go out and get me some more cherry.
No, you're gonna always want this pumpkin. That's the misconception. You're gonna hit this pumpkin. You're gonna take a slice of this pie first. Go out there and get another slice as long as you wrap it up or whatever. And we have that conversation and we have that communication and we set boundaries and how you do that. Now, if you just hitting her, that's cool. But if you taking baby girl on dates, spending money on her and whining and dining, now I got a damn problem.
What Mr. Villarreal says, you didn't say that. You say as long as you and your wife play together, what if you want to venture out and play without you? That be a problem?
Yeah.
Or would you go?
What? Men are egotistical.
Okay.
What was I about to say?
If she wanted to go out and venture out, would it be a problem? But I wonder, like, if she asked first, like, babe, if she asked him first instead of doing it.
That's a question to you, Mr. Villarreal. You heard Miss Candy Lady. How do you feel about that?
I mean, men are so egotistical, though. You guys can handle it being an open relationship until that openness is on the.
No, they can't. They can't handle it. They can't handle it.
No, I think with some,
it's no longer open.
Well, you know,
I'm speaking.
Men.
Look, pleasure boss.
Go ahead.
I think with the open relationship, in my opinion, because I know black men don't cheat. If it's an open relationship, the only reason why they deal with it, because it's open and they are apart from one another. I don't think they're in the same household. So if I'm not waking up to you or seeing you and you go out tonight with your girls, I don't know what you're doing because you probably ain't coming back home to here. So
that's not an open relationship. That's like separation. An open relationship, people are living together. They're in the same home. They should have boundaries and know who and what we are doing. My thing with men that I was going to say is, the reason why you can't handle it because men are not built to handle these things. See, like men like little trophies.
We can handle the truth.
I heard something yesterday that kind of like enlightened me. When he was describing like men and how they basically, like, you know, women are like trophies, like arm pieces, like like little toys or puppies, and it's not that you don't love them, right? Just the hierarchy, men put themselves above women. So whenever you think about that in a sense of having a poly relationship or being an open relationship, like even though we're setting boundaries in your mind, because we told you this relationship is open, that means you're guaranteed to get however many pussies that you want. That's why you agree to it, because it sounds great, right? Ooh, I have all these choices. But then when you start to realize that other people are having choices with this trophy or this toy or this, this important thing that you put on this pedestal for other men, because you're not doing it for a woman, right? You don't have a pretty woman for a woman. You have a pretty woman for men, because y'all like to ball bounce and challenge each other on who got the best car, who got the best job, who got the most money, who got the nice women, who it's a male ego thing. So yes, it's like
I disagree.
this is only one opinion. This is only one opinion for a small group of
just had a whole conversation about how he used to select his
he knows true.
And he
but I wasn't selecting
trophy women.
I wasn't selecting my women because of what I felt my friends would think. I was selecting the women because of the image and what I saw.
It's not consciously, it's subconsciously.
Because that's how you were.
That's how you were. That's even going back to like your 15-year-old, your 16-year-old, your 13-year-old self, whenever you was trying to get girls way back in middle school, high school, like that still is in you because you never healed your shit. So you always are still in that. Not you personally. Not you personally. I'm just generally speaking. So I think that's how the boundaries get intertwined.
Miss Boss, do you hear me? I say the hit dog's gonna holler. I'm just saying.
Hey, it might be some more hit dogs out there. I'm just generally speaking. That's it.
Only thing I'm saying is for myself, when I was out dating or picking a woman, I wasn't picking. Why would I pick a woman for what my friends think? Because I'm not trying to hit her with them. Well, some of them
you guys like
think about.
Why do you drive the fancy car that you drive? Why does a man buy a Ferrari?
It's because I like the car. I ain't worried about somebody else like the car.
Like the car.
No, because if
because you like the car and the chicks like the car.
The chick with me to the dealership to pick out the car that she want me to ride, to drive.
Okay, and what chick are you bringing? Are you bringing that all right chick that you smash on the side that y'all got that down low? You can go over there and you be like, hey girl, you should go cook you a meal. Or are you bringing that chick that you know about to dress this way, put her makeup this way, do her hair that way? Because I mean, at the end of the day, you may have several girls. You could say you're not showing off for your friends, but when you have to go somewhere with your friends, you're gonna bring that certain girl that's gonna look good with your friends, girls, and everybody else. Because you ain't gonna bring that girl who's got the bonnet on, don't know how to do her hair, got her makeup done, got acne, busted her feet. Like you ain't bringing her. Now you might be smashing her. Okay.
Well, now
she might got.
Let me ask
A1, but you ain't bringing her to the ball.
Let me ask all three of you men bullies. So
men bullies.
Black women don't cheat.
So when y'all picking out a man, or y'all picking them out for your friends as well, or when you going to get a car, are you picking out the car for your friends as well?
Women don't.
Or when you going to get your nails, your hair done, and your wax, are you doing that for a man as well?
We don't.
No, because we can make men look good. Women make men look good. So we might be picking you based on penis and personality and pocket change. I don't know. The 3 P's.
Oh my God.
Penis, personality.
Go ahead, lady.
Right.
There was a time in my life where I did date based on how I thought other people were going to perceive the individual I was with. There was a time in my life where I did date like that. I did things based on the perception of others. Now, part of my French, but fuck y'all. I do this for me.
Okay. We don't have to bring them home to mama no more.
See, that's that grown woman shit. And that's when you evolve. We just talked about this. And this is when you mature. Initially, in the men's younger years, and men mature a lot slower than women. So their younger years are like late 30s, early 40s, right? Men
like
are
right now
mature in that way, and they are still trophy fishing. Okay. And they are still putting the woman out there that looks good to the community and that they're going to get the high fives and the kudos about. It's not until they really mature and figure out, oh, that fucking IG model, she been had by the most, right? She been passed around.
But the women,
and I really don't want that a pass around. I really want a girl that I can come.
Oh, I gotta say something.
Go ahead, sister.
Okay, so that's my thing. So, and this is another like, I guess, like a misconception or a catch 22 with men. So like, oh, it's okay to like go after that Instagram girl or that hot girl, right? That might have been with a lot of guys that like, oh, I heard about her. I know she got what she working with, yada yada yada, and they portray, they pursue her. But then, soon as you have that woman, right, who may have already been that person that she slept with several people, but now y'all in a relationship, and then she cheats, right? Then it's she let another man have her. I can't dare have her. Like, you wasn't worried about counting her body count whenever you was trying to get with her. Now you got a wife over here that cheated on you. Now it's like, oh, wait a minute, it's all over. Like, your feelings hurt, and I'm trying to see how it makes possible. Right? Make it make dollars and cents, because I'm confused.
But see, my thing is,
see, that's my new girl.
I know. That's why it's damn three against one. But this is my thing. For one, the Instagram
black men
model,
don't cheat.
You're damn right. Black men don't cheat. The Instagram model, we taking them for what and who they are. We see what they are. They out there, they reaching. Some of them they probably like having sex. Some of them probably want the attention. Some of them probably seeking out money, or some of them probably seeking out fame. So we know what they are, and not all Instagram models. So Instagram models, if you're out there, I don't need you inboxing us and talking about cursing us out and all of that. But majority of them are. So they can sit out here and say, I'm fine by myself. That's why you putting selfies and pictures and videos all up on Instagram for the pit bulls and the big old madingos to come out there and come after you. Because nobody want to be in a relationship with you. So a lot of these guys, when they're going after Instagram models, for instance, like my guy Deshaun Watson, I hope you have a good legal team. He probably ain't want a relationship with any of them women. It was just what it was: a fuck, a massage. When you turn over and massage me when I'm on my back, you see how my Johnson got? Can you massage that as well? Oh, I ain't mean like that. I was just saying I was straining on that. And then now you're saying it's sexual misconduct because I'm not pursuing you in the way that you thought I was pursuing you in. I'm upset right now.
I can tell. Feelings, y'all.
Look, let me ask you a question since you upset. Hold on, because I swear one of our male friends was over here the other day, and he said that when I told him we were going to be on a podcast and what we're talking about, like, he said the most, I don't want to say ignorant because that would be rude, but it was profound. I had never heard it before, right? So he was like, his friend said that men can't cheat because according to the Bible or the Lord, which one of them, I'm not sure.
Hallelujah.
Right? That the Lord say that men supposed to be fruitful, right?
And multiply.
That's right.
And produce and multiply.
You're supposed to eat.
And women are supposed to like stay at home and take care. Like, we're not supposed to be flowers and pollinate, but y'all men are supposed to be fruitful.
I'm not agreeing
and
with
multiply.
You ain't
so is that why black men don't cheat? Because I'm just curious.
Miss Mean is definitely ain't gonna tap me up.
I actually agree with what he said.
No, not the hell you do.
I do though.
You're not gonna just stay at home and work.
Not the stay at home part.
Oh.
But can I?
Oh no, not the stay at home. Yeah.
Can I dive in? Women, listen, and there is a double standard in life. I don't give a damn what nobody says. There are double standards in life. Okay, and this is just the life we live, and this is how we're gonna have to deal with it. Okay, A woman is on the receiving end, right?
The man is the giver. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? When he get worked up, y'all gotta just cut slack. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, this is just my opinion. You don't have to agree. But because a woman is a flower, right? And once that flower is plucked, it's plucked, right? So we are special in a way to where we're not supposed to allow every man to penetrate us and receive that man. You see what I mean? Because we are on the receiving end. So that spirit that you're giving, we receiving it, right? If you go around and you allowing all of these different spirits to devour you, then you are now tainting your flower to a certain extent, right?
Yes.
Okay, now
for a man, you can go around and water the earth because you are not on that receiving end. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I feel that the reason a man is not looked at as in a demeaning way when they do go spread themselves around,
Mhm.
specifically for that reason, because they're not held to that standard.
Mhm.
The
Because
Bible says.
women, we're supposed to be the prize, we're supposed to be the jewel, and that's why it's supposed to be a chase. A man is supposed to have to chase that woman to get it because we are the prize. But when women spread themselves thin and give themselves to whomever, however, all the time, now you're not worth shit.
Okay, now can I
And
speak?
I believe that.
Can I
Like, I
speak?
really believe that we got to hold ourselves
Damn it, I
back
want
a
to
little
speak.
bit. Okay,
She
well,
said no.
Okay, now
this
Mr.
fool
D.
say the
Earl,
flowers say
I
need
was
to
about to
be
get on
fed.
that. D. Earl said we didn't make the rules according to what y'all just said about the Bible. So we didn't make the rules.
Y'all
Then he said
didn't.
flowers need to be fed. Okay. Now to go back on what we was talking about previously, since y'all not supposed to go out and spread you all, you're supposed to spread yourselves. So if we say, hey, I'm gonna go out and shoot this arrow at this target, I'll be right back. You should be all right with that because you ain't supposed to
No,
spread
we
that.
should not. No, that we should not, though.
Mm.
I mean, you have some that are
And that's where,
you.
but if you're okay with that, then that's when the what she said about the non-monogamy.
Hit it one more time, Miss Candy Lady. What is it?
Non-ethical,
Ethical,
Yes,
non.
Mm.
there we
ethical
go.
non-monogamy,
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
and I like it.
You're still not being ethical about what you're doing. You still expect that what you're doing and the way you're doing it to be okay. That's why people are like that. I mean, literally, is that being monogamous? Not necessarily. So why are we even? If your body is not made up to be monogamous, then why are you even setting yourself up for failure to try to be monogamous with somebody? Not saying that people don't tell the truth. Just never try to be in a relationship with somebody. Then you go pollinate all the flowers if you want. Just don't try
Yeah.
to be in a relationship with somebody, because then, even though that person has boundaries, you're still trying to conform that person to believe that men are going to always be fruitful and multiply. And I want you to be monogamous with me in this journey, even though my whole makeup will never possibly, or there might come a time, because I'm not talking about men, I don't know what men do. There might be a time when I go and pollinate elsewhere. I might be doing good for 25 years, and then 1 year I go pollinate.
So, do
Whatever.
you think that? Do you believe that monogamy is realistic for a man?
For
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I now
That
where
you have
I'm
lived?
at the time that I'm at in my life right now, I don't think so. And that's not necessarily just based off of my experiences with men. That's just based off of just women too. Like, we aren't really made up to be either, because like we've been having to be this mold that society has made us for so long, and a lot of us are breaking through that mold. So I mean, like, when you really think about it, do women really want to be monogamous? Not
That's a good
really.
question.
That's a
So
good
I
question.
mean, I don't think it's a man or a woman thing. I think it's like a human thing, as
Right?
humans. Are we really,
Are we really?
because we could have multiple soulmates. I mean, when you
But
really just think about
I
it,
don't think
I have a
men
husband
they
at
want to have
home. I got a
multiple
work
soulmates.
husband, right? You got a best friend that's like your
I'm just
husband. I mean,
saying.
you have so many partners in your life already. You got your wife, your work wife, your girl that's like your wife, or your sister is what they call them, but it's damn like your
Hey,
wife, because
easy.
she all up in it.
They are they sisters.
Not the
She talk
sisters.
about the sisters, what they call her.
Yeah, no, but she didn't come out your mama cat, so that ain't your sister.
Hey, sisters come out the woodwork. It be 30 years into a relationship. All of a sudden, you got a sister down in Chicago you ain't never met before. Wait a minute,
They
dog. We've
just
been
probably
together 30
forgot to
years. Where
tell
did
you
sister
about
come
that one
from?
because they moved out of the
Lies.
state.
Okay, well, if we've been together 30 years, I should have been known about your sister. She ain't got to be in Chicago when I found out about her. She could have been right on down there in Louisiana. But either way, the 30-year sister should not pop up out of nowhere.
Out of the
You know what I'm
blue.
saying?
Like,
She ain't a ghost. Okay, she was always here.
Okay.
So I think just the,
So
the
you
whole the
as a man,
whole boundary thing is how we get messed up. It's the boundaries.
it's the boundary.
People don't respect people's boundaries.
And it's the lack of
And
communication.
people don't voice their boundaries either.
There it is.
Like, you really don't know. And even in poly relationships, like I tell people all the time, you're really not going to know what you're uncomfortable with until you get into that experience. So, like,
Right.
you always have to readjust your boundaries. That's why you always need to communicate. Like, I could say, hey, it's okay for you to kiss people, have sex with someone, and, you know, and cuddle with them, whatever. And then I see you doing that, I'd be like, okay, well, look, it's okay if you penetrate, but I don't want no kissing, I don't want no oral, because it's not until you actually experience it if you know that made you uncomfortable. And see, it's the
Right.
people who can't readjust once the boundaries readjust. Because
I ain't
now
readjusting
some
to
people
that
get in the
shit.
mindset of, oh, if it was okay one time, it's
See what I'm
okay
saying?
another time.
Just can't lay. I don't care about you laughing. Ain't no dude readjusting to that unless he a pimp or something like that. He'll readjust because he got plenty in the flock. So
if you had
I'm
multiples,
gonna let you go with that.
right. So if you had multiples, you wouldn't have a problem with the main one, the bottom one, the wife. You wouldn't have a problem with her.
no, because see, I'm not gonna look forward to having multiples because black men don't cheat. So we're not gonna even.
That's not considered cheating if you switch up the dynamic.
Right. Cheating is when you're lying and
so
you
y'all had to
sneaking
throw
and it's
that one
not
in there,
cool,
huh?
right? And you crossing boundaries that you guys have already set, and you lying and you cheating and you sneaking. But you're not cheating if we've communicated with each other. Listen, this is what we're doing. And before you go and do that, let's talk about that.
I'm not strong enough for that, so I can't answer.
I don't
that.
know
If I give you a hall pass, it's not.
Oh, now if you give me a
have a
hall
hall
pass
pass.
and say, look, you can go, I still wouldn't do it because black men don't cheat.
Man, it's like y'all get that hall pass one time and y'all think about that for the rest of y'all life. Y'all start writing your own hall passes like y'all used to do in high school. Y'all go steal a couple of passes. So y'all make sure y'all have some of y'all back pocket for later. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? I mean, it's no win or lose situation with that. So you have to if I tell people all the time, if that's the relationship that you want, it definitely could work. It definitely could be beautiful. But you have to be open. You have to communicate. You got to be able to communicate because you have to realize that y'all both want the same thing. It's not like y'all against
So
each other. Y'all both want the same
question.
thing.
Let me ask this question, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
The topic is after the affair, right?
Right.
So you have a lot of, like you said, Candy, in the beginning, you used to pursue things or do things because of the image you were trying to portray to society, right? So you have women and men in these relationships who are together, and one person, it has an issue with infidelity repeatedly, right? And then the whole world judges this their partner for staying, right? So after the affair, right? And you decide as a couple, we're going to stick together, right? How should that look? Or how do you guys think that should look moving forward, considering the fact that you've already accepted the act, right? If I've already accepted that this happened, how should that look moving forward? Because a lot of men be like, just get over it. Let it go. Don't bring it up again. Right?
Well, see,
they just don't want you to bring it up again. That's what it is. It's like you bring it up again, you like pulling the Band-Aid.
That's what I was about to say. Because my thing is, and that goes on both ends. I know someone right now that's going through that. And one of the deal breakers was if we get back together, we shouldn't have to bring this back up, because if we do, like you say, it's just pulling the Band-Aid off the wound. Because if we're not going to get over it, or let's talk about what I've done or what you've done before we move on. And once we get it all out the air, it should be done with. But see, this is my thing. And I had a couple of things on that too. Like one of them is, you should always want to find out the why. Why did you mess with this person? It could have been because she had a big butt or her breast, or that was somebody I always wanted to hit and I did it, or whatever the case may be. So once all them questions and answers get out, it shouldn't be a week later. Oh, one more thing. This is what we already talked about it. Hold on. Miss Mina, that diva, think her car alarm is going on. It is yours?
You see, that would be fine and dandy if if people wasn't being re-triggered. You see, once you say you're leaving something behind, then you have to actually make forward actions to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's okay for me to not talk about it, because I don't want to rip the band-aid off either. But if your actions is showing you in a way that it did before, then I have to speak up on it. And you may feel like I'm pulling the band-aid though.
Right.
Say what?
I get what she's saying.
What'd
like
you say? I'm sorry. I missed
your patterns and behavior.
Okay.
Like if you still
yes. Okay. So you could be like,
right,
oh,
right. And it's
we're gonna never talk about this shit at all, right? Because in both of our minds, we don't want to bring this up. We don't want to rip the band-aid. We don't want to bring up the hurt. But it's the behavior that doesn't change. See, that's the issue when I'm saying heal your shit. It's the behavior that doesn't change. It's the mindset that doesn't change. So even though you feel like you're not doing this with Susie, in reality, X, Y, Z, you haven't broken these behavior patterns. And now Tracy is starting to kind of look like Susie. And now I got to bring up Susie because I'm being triggered by Tracy and your actions, because you have not healed your shit. You're still behaving in the same way. You still have this mindset, because in your mind, you're not going to sleep with Tracy, but you're not realizing how you're slipping, how your actions are slipping, because you might be, again, flirtatiously interacting with Tracy.
Right.
And that may be how it started with Susie, and now we're triggered. So you have to communicate.
That's the part.
And to say that I can't come to you and say, oh, I'm triggered, and you want to baby me, or you want to say I'm not healing my shit, or you want to say that, oh, don't rip the band-aid off. Susie is in the past, but why is Tracy looking like Susie?
Right.
You see?
Okay. Now,
so it's the behavior that we don't heal.
Miss Candy Lady says she wanted you to repeat that, but I think,
but she did.
But isn't that more towards the woman, because you still talking about Candy, and I ain't talking about Candy. Why are we still bringing Candy?
No,
up?
but because the man is not realizing his shit.
Right. Your behavior looks like the behavior that you exhibited when you was dealing with Candy. So now that we have moved on from the Candy situation, and now we have.
But what type of behavior y'all talking about?
The same. It looks similar.
Oh, like I'm coming in late, or
right.
I'm on my phone, or
that
texting.
Looks similar to what happened back then.
Mm-hmm.
So when you
you'll have to be transparent. You need transparency.
Right. And when you start messing up and you start coming home later, you wasn't answering your phone, it's going to voicemail, you turning it off when you this place and that place, and usually you wasn't doing that. Those things like that look very similar to the pattern of behavior that you had when you did this.
Okay.
And so it's no different if a woman cheats. It's the same. Say a woman cheats, and like a man found out his wife cheated, right? Well, now we're moving on, and we're like, we're not going to talk about John no more, right? But black women don't cheat. Let me throw out that disclaimer. Black women don't cheat. Okay. But say we cheated with John, and we're not gonna talk about John no more. But now that we're not talking about John, I might be talking. I've met a new friend, James, at work, right? And now you're starting to think that the patterns I was having with John looks like these patterns with James. Because even like say I'm at my best friend's house, so I'm going to my best friend's house, I'm hanging with her. Well, in your mind, when you was dealing with John, you was hanging with the same best friend, and now y'all staying out late and y'all partying, and I can't reach you. It's all the same. It is all the same. It's no difference whether you're male or female. You're being triggered. So if you're going to move forward in your relationship, there has to be transparency.
Okay.
So let me
and you have to be able to have an open conversation when these triggers do arise. If we can't talk about this comfortably, how are we really going to move forward? Because that means we both as individuals have not healed our shit, period.
Right. So let me ask this question. Because, I've had a conversation with a guy who's had their bout with infidelity, right? And in his mind, he can't understand how the woman can accept the fact that, okay, you did cheat or what have you, and we're moving forward, but I can't accept your child that you created in that infidelity? Do you think that's fair that that person can say, hey, I can accept the fact that you cheated before, but no children were involved. And so now that you created a child, I can't accept that.
Well, on my point on that, I can understand from her standpoint and I can respect that. But now you're going to have to, especially if I want to be involved in that child's life, you're going to have to accept and be willing to just let me go, because we ain't gonna be able to build a relationship, because I'm not fit to not be involved in my child's life just because you can't accept that this child was brought into our relationship when the child didn't have anything to do with it. I'm the one that fucked up. The child didn't. So if you can't accept that, you can't accept me, and I need to move on.
What do you ladies think?
You want to go first, Candy?
That's what I'm talking about. See, I put it on y'all ass.
I can say something. You know, I can definitely say something. I mean, I agree. Like, the child is innocent. I'll go. I'm gonna go second.
Go ahead,
Candy, lady, go.
I agree with Zeke on that perspective. Yeah. Like, so if a child was conceived throughout it, and now that, let's say it's the female, and she's like, you know what, you did this, I can take, and if she's agreeing to take him back, but I can't accept the child, that's a problem. Then you can't. Then let that man go. Because if he was, like what Zeke was saying, if he wanted to be in the child life, and you can accept me back, you could forgive me and take me back, but you don't want no parts of that kid, I can't fuck with you. Let that man go.
How we gonna work?
Yeah. Right. And so is that her being selfish? Is that her being egotistical at that point, saying I'm not accepting?
I think that's her being hurt.
I believe that's the ego thing. I think that's
definitely moving out of ego.
Yeah.
Because if she hurt, then you too hurt to accept me. If you think it's a hurt thing.
Well, no. Are you talking about, we talking about the child too?
No, the woman. I'm saying, is that woman being egotistical? And you said, no, I think she just being hurt. Well, if she's so hurt by you cheating on her, then she can't fool with you at all. But if she can accept you, then she should be able to accept the
But I don't think that was the question. Now you're saying she been hurt, but you said
it's an ego thing. It's an ego thing, because that child would be a constant reminder of his infidelity.
Exactly. Even though I cheated and you forgave me for cheating, but now that I had a child, I can't forgive you. But if I want now if that's a chick, and no man should be like this, fellas, and I'm not siding with y'all, but if that was a chick and he said, man, that was a one night thing, I ain't want to have no baby with, and he choose not to fool with that child and that mother, I ain't saying I understand, because some dudes do that, but the child didn't have anything to do with it. That woman ain't have anything to do with it, because you knew what you was getting yourself in, whether you was drunk, high, it was a dab, whatever, you ain't have to nut, you could have wore a condom. But now that child is involved in you trying to, you know what, I ain't fooling with the woman, but I got to do right by this child.
So what's your advice to a man that's in a situation where he cheated on this person and created a child, and the person has accepted his infidelity before, but now that a child is involved, she's having an issue with accepting that child? Do you tell him to move on from that relationship?
Yeah. Well, honestly, she should be moving on. She should move on anyways, because if he's already cheated before and you've already adjusted to that, now a child is here.
But a lot of times, I'll be the one holding on to this woman, saying, don't leave me, I got to be in my child life, but you fighting and pulling. Either you need to step up and say, you know what, I know you love me and I love you, but this ain't gonna work, because I got to be in this child's life. But I think the woman probably thinking,
that's the standpoint you should take.
And then he probably need to put on some clarity on that. I'm not in this child life because of the mama. I want you to know that. I'm not fooling with her. Right. I'm fooling with the child. So in a year or two, if you see me with this beautiful wall, you should know that, well, he ain't lie. He ain't with the woman. He with another woman, but he's still in that child life.
Yeah.
But with that being said, let's take a quick break. We're gonna take
because it's getting good.
We're gonna take a one-song break.
Up in here.
And the views and the comments on this show is by the panel on this show, myself, the pleasure boss, Miss Mina that diva, only one candy lady. This is not any views or concerns with with Facebook or Station Head. We appreciate everybody that's tuning in. We want y'all to continue to tune in, give us y'all thoughts. But when we do come back, let's touch on Pastor Gray and Derek
Jackson.
Oh, Derek. Thank you.
Oh, Jakey.
Action Pack and Jackson.
That are listening in right now, that are chiming in on our handles, don't go anywhere, okay? We're only going to take a quick break, about 1 minute to pay some bills, and we'll be right back. So stay tuned, okay?
And we'll be right back. I am Zeke, the 5 foot freak, with my beautiful co-host,
Miss Mina, that diva.
And we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
I want a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening, just like me. I need a rough-neck nigga that can satisfy me, just for me. If you are that kind of man, cause I'm that kind of girl. I got a freaky secret, everybody's saying, cause we don't give a damn about a thing.
Well, we are back. And I am Zeke, the 5 foot freak, one of the co-hosts of the Upper Room Podcast Show with King Cleve and the Legend, as well as Zeke Freaky Tales with my beautiful co-host
Miss Mina that Diva.
And we are back on air. We have 2 special guests that's on our show. They're not new to the show. They've been on our shows before, and the one and only Miss Candy Lady and the Pleasure Boss herself.
My new BFF.
And this show has been broadcasted and brought to you by the Upper Room Podcast Show, as well as on Facebook and Instagram, as well as on YouTube. So please, if you're not following all our social media platforms, to do that. If you're not on Station Head, please download the Station Head app and follow Zeke the 5 foot freak, as well as the Upper Room. On our radio shows, I do a morning radio show Monday through Friday, and it be in the morning from 7 to 8, 7 to 9. So please tune in to that. And our radio station is commercial free.
So
now,
when we left, we said we was gonna get into it about Derek Jankson. What his name is?
I thought it was Derek Janky.
Derek Janky. But this is what I have a problem with.
Hold on, but first, where is he from? Where is this guy from?
I have no earthly idea.
Do any of you ladies know where he's from?
No.
Okay. I know
the real question is, do we care?
We don't really care either.
Oh, okay.
But this is not what I had the issue with. First of all, Negro, well, they said it happened a year ago. Okay. So before I just dive in on
so he cheated.
So they say.
He cheated a year ago. We can't be going in on this guy. Black men don't cheat anyway.
They don't, huh?
No.
Black women don't cheat either.
No. Well, here's my thing, sister, and I'm talking to the wife, okay? First of all, you were supposed to get on. If you were gonna stand in solidarity with your man, okay? I did not appreciate the fact that you came on in your sleep bonnet.
And look, what?
She said it was a bonnet for God. Did you miss that one?
She programmed.
Now, you feel what I'm saying?
She was programmed.
Like
she got R. Kelly
at that moment.
She got R. Kelly.
And I didn't appreciate the weakness of it all, okay? Sometimes you give other Black women a bad name when we have to say we a Black woman and you handle yourself in a certain manner. Okay, you were supposed to come on now as the strong woman that you
and let them have it
and be like, look,
yes,
this fool. And yeah, everybody have their issues and they bouts and they spells with infidelity. And I checked this one, and the reason I ain't letting them go because he a 6-figure nigga. You know what I'm saying? He made it, and I'm getting them book right.
And we gonna make it together. We got this book coming out. Y'all gonna buy this book?
So it's about
we healing together.
What?
It's about the bag.
It is always about the bag, baby.
Oh my
it ain't
God.
nothing about not the bag. Okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. It might as well be about the bag now, I guess. If we're gonna heal our shit together, we might as well get a bag doing it.
Whatever.
We're gonna be broke healing our shit.
Looking stupid. With my day old,
then they gonna be divorced because finances is the main thing. People get divorced, so I mean they're gonna be broke, killing their shit, and divorced.
Well, see, I'm gonna read one of his quotes. Miss Candy Lady, are you here?
I'm here.
All right, don't get scared now.
No, she ain't never scared. Nah,
this is my thing. This is my thing, and this is why I'm saying Black men don't cheat. Now, Mr. Derek Janky. Mr. Derek Janky said,
AKA Derek Jackson.
And I quote, this is
Jackson.
why I'm saying he didn't cheat. He said, and I quote, I invite all women who are feeling some kind of way. Now, we don't know what that kind of way is. It could be they horny. They want to have sex. Maybe they just need some counseling. Maybe they need a massage. Maybe they need their ego rubbed. And I ain't talking about their shoulders. But I'm just saying. And then he said some kind of way, whether that is hurt, abandoned. Now, if they abandoned, they need a hug. Abandoned. Can I finish?
Narcissist.
Maybe they are hurt, abandoned, maybe a little confused. He can help unconfuse them. Angry, you need to release that aggression. I'm just saying. Doped. I don't know what dupe means. What that means? Food. Dupe.
Yeah. Food.
Yeah.
Food. To use this time to go within with me.
To go within.
Mm-hmm.
With him.
They probably want this.
I think he need to go within himself.
Come without.
Right. I don't know, but that's his quote. So
that's his sunken place. He wants them to come into the sunken place.
So how did he cheat when he put it out for all the women to read They had a choice to say, okay, I want to go talk to Derek Janke, or I don't want to go talk to Derek Janke.
Here's my issue with Derek Janke.
Okay.
Listen, don't be the kettle calling the pot black, okay?
He didn't call his wife.
No.
Well, he ain't cheating either.
Pay attention. Pastor Gray had his.
Oh, he cheated.
Hold on.
Okay.
Wait. Are we gonna get into Pastor Gray? Or we gonna stay on Mr.
We
Janke
staying on
right
Derek.
Okay.
This is how they are related, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Derek went in on Pastor Gray when Pastor Gray had his.
He did. I got what he said about him too.
Okay,
I got that.
So all the while that you going in on Pastor Gray, you doing the same damn thing.
He was telling Pastor Gray about his infidelities because Derek Janke wasn't cheating. I just read what the man said.
He's been cheating the whole entire relationship way before they got married. He was already having infidelity. Like him and his wife been together since
they weren't
apparently high school or college. It doesn't matter if they were married or not. I'm not saying the married part. I'm talking about the cheating part. I didn't say infidelity. I didn't say affair. He's been cheating since way before, and that shows your behavior patterns. And how can I accept you after the cheating when your behavior patterns has never changed?
Okay,
you only got witter, smarter.
If he was cheating, which I know Derek Janke wasn't, because black men don't cheat. But anyway,
yes, black women don't cheat either.
That's
reciprocate.
If he was cheating, she allowed it because she accepted him back. Y'all threw me off. I forgot what I really wanted to say.
There goes that allow word. There goes that allow word. Like we just really allow y'all men to do shit. No, in y'all mind, because y'all put yourself at a higher standard. You allow yourself to do it, and then you want us to go along with it.
Right.
You know, and that's how we got to heal our own shit. Because we yes, when we get ready to heal our own shit, we definitely say, oh well, yeah, I did allow that nigga to do that. But that's as a note to self, not to never ever allow someone to do something.
I think that we need to stop putting these people on pedestals. Like everybody is.
We got to.
Everybody is.
They are.
Playing field. I don't give a damn what your bank account say or anything of that nature, what your status says. We are all on level playing field. So therefore, just because Pastor Gray is pastoring his church or what have you, his followers needed to know that he still is a man. He is not above man.
I agree.
And so therefore, man falls and men do what men do. Mm-hmm. And so he is not held at a higher standard just because he pastoring you and trying to help you learn the word. He's still a damn man. And so if he's stuck it here and there and everywhere, he's doing what men do. And so why are we so flabbergasted?
What men do?
Why is it a thing that it's okay for men to do what men do? That's what I don't understand.
What do men do?
Why is it okay for men to do what men do?
What do men do that women do not do?
They stick their penises in.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. We're all humans. We all do the same thing. I just think that we all should get the same pass. Okay, men do what men do, and women do what women do.
Y'all just
and there we go.
But see, here's the thing about women, and I say this all the time. Okay, I've said this many a times, and I'm trying to get them to understand. This is why women are so more respected and respectful, because a woman can do a whole lot of things and never get caught. I asked the question: have you ever seen two cats have sex?
No. You
may have heard them, but you ain't never seen two cats have sex.
Damn, I hate when she used that one.
Right? Like women, you'll never know what they doing unless they want you to know. Because a woman that's gotten caught is because she wanted to get caught.
You say we get caught because we talk too much?
No, you motherfuckers get caught because y'all just dumb as hell. I don't know what
y'all just
with y'all.
It's in y'all DNA. Cheat, get caught eventually.
I don't know what it is.
In your makeup.
Like they can't be discreet.
Well,
you know what it is? They're not honest either. See, with the woman gonna tell the dude that she hitting on the side, look, you know I got a man, and you know we got these bills.
The men do the same thing.
And we ain't changing that, so don't try to change your position. You're gonna be on the side, nigga. Stay on the side, okay? The man over here. You decide.
Some bull crap, I'm gonna cut you. So if you don't want to be cut, play your position.
And move on like I never met you. Don't know you. Don't give a damn about you.
So do you three
indisposable?
So do you three men bashers think Derek Janke?
Wait a minute.
Do y'all think?
Not label us.
Do y'all think Derek Jenkins was wrong?
No, he doing what y'all do. But
It's not what y'all. I'm not saying he cheated because black men don't cheat. Black men don't cheat.
I don't agree with Derek. I don't agree with that.
All women. He invited all women.
All of them.
Maybe he was preaching too. I invite all women to his congregation.
Yeah.
Who are feeling some kind of way.
To the congregation.
Yeah, to the congregation.
All right.
Whether that is hurt, abandoned, confused, angry, duped, to use this time to go within with me. He told him.
He told him. And
you know what? I can't.
The only problem I have with Derek Jenkins is the fact that he tried to, slander or drag Pastor Gray through the mud, and he knew he had the same behavior. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So don't drag the next person for the same shit that you do. What he could have did was taken the high road and said, we have to learn to respect our women more and do things in a more respectful manner so that things don't come out in this way because we have this status or we have whatever going on. Now he could have said that, but just to drag Pastor Gray like his shit didn't stink, I ain't appreciate that because dude, you over there doing the same thing. Like, who are you?
Yeah.
So what?
Like my issue with Derek Jenkins. It's not the cheating issue. It's really not the cheating part because that is a human thing that can happen to men or women. So we can get over that. There's ways to get over the physical act of cheating. What I want people and what disappointed me with him is that mindset. Like I'm not for that narcissist thing. I'm not for that. I mean, like you're not practicing what you're preaching. You're saying one thing and you're doing another thing, and you're mentally wanting people to follow you in some type of way when you're only doing this to get what you want. See, it's different when a man be like, like us women say, we married, or I got a man, he ain't going nowhere. He paying these bills. He throwing it down at home. Don't think because I'm sleeping with you, he ain't throwing it down at home. Like we up front, we gonna chill on the side. We're gonna do our thing. But like, if you overstep your boundaries, you're gonna be out.
Right.
Men are they totally different. Like y'all, not y'all. We'll just stick to Derek. Like if you got to do all that to persuade, to lie, to coerce a woman to try to be with you, like that's the part that I'm not for. And then the way that you treat your wife, the way that you mentally treated her. In the process,
with that goddamn hair bonnet on,
you see,
like Katrina said,
with the warrior bonnet on. Y'all see in the face not washed.
The way she did, she is a representation.
But
of him.
I have another. I want to raise my hand.
Go ahead.
In Derek Jenkins' congregation.
Okay.
I have a question for you three men bashers again.
Oh,
men bashers.
You will not keep labeling us in that way.
I have my first.
I did not bash men.
Your first
Amendment.
I have my First Amendment right to be able to say and give my opinion on Derek Jenkins because I know all black men don't cheat, and he did not cheat. I read y'all what he read to these women, and if they decided to follow him, that's their fault. But now let me ask you three men.
Follow him on social media to the bedroom. Which way? And then fall.
Hey, he didn't say to my bedroom. We don't know. They probably propositioned him. We don't know that.
They probably did.
Okay, then see that.
That's
I'm glad.
Loosely interpreted.
See, I had one on my side and then two had to come against me. But anyway, now let me ask you three men bashers. Were you all following Mr. Derek Jenkins before all this came out? Because I ain't know nothing about him.
Yes, I followed him. I definitely did.
No, wait
I followed him. I shared his messages.
Wait a minute. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what's wrong with y'all women. Y'all don't never like us men to speak when we are right. I'm going to go after y'all one-on-one. Now, this is to Miss Pleasure Boss. Was you following Mr. Derek Jenkins before all this came out?
I was definitely following Derek Jenkins. I heard about Derek Jenkins. I have shared some of his messages before.
You have shared.
And even
I don't want to hear that.
I don't agree with all of his messages.
I'm asking the question. I don't want to hear the end. So while you was following this young man at the time when you didn't know anything about his infidelities and him cheating, did you have anything bad to say about him?
Yeah.
Kind of sort of. That's what I'm saying. I didn't agree with all of his messages. Some of his messages
I'm not talking to
registered.
you, Miss
And
Nina.
I still think they register. I'm not saying some of his messages don't register, because whether you live the life you live or not, if you have a message to deliver, it can still be delivered. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't got to back up the shit he delivering. So
Okay, now I'm
that's
done with
different.
you. I don't need
So
you to keep
yes, I
bashing this. I don't need you to
still
keep
like
bashing
some
this
of the
positive
messages.
black man. So now I'm gonna go to Miss.
She's saying that she agreed with his positivity.
But then she tried to
didn't
throw
have to live the positivity.
I didn't want to hear that
spoke.
part. I didn't want to
But
hear her throw that on the back thing. Now I'm gonna go to only
I got
Candy
your
Lady.
back, girl. I got your back.
Now, Miss Candy Lady, was you following Mr. Derek Janke before all this allegedly cheating came out?
When I was first introduced to him a few years ago, I did follow him, and then not too long after that, I stopped.
All right, I'm not worrying about why you stopped, because I'm not asking you. I'm the attorney. I'm the defense attorney right here. Okay, so you stopped. I don't care why you stopped. But when you was following this positive black role model before he allegedly was accused of cheating, did you have anything bad or negative to say about him?
Obviously,
I didn't agree with everything he said.
No, that ain't what I asked you.
But that's,
I asked you. No. She's going sidetrack. I am, Your Honor. Your Honor. Miss Candy Lady. My question was, when you was following this positive black man who has been accused allegedly of cheating, did you have anything bad to say about him at that time?
Before.
I don't know him to have anything bad to say about
Okay, that's all. Stop right there. Don't you go into it. Now I'm on Miss Nina that diva, and I know this is going to be Your Honor, please keep on track, because I know she's going to get sidetracked. She's going to start saying all types of things, and I just have a couple of questions I want to ask.
I am the damn judge in the jury.
Oh, but see what I'm saying? We can't win. So Miss Nina that diva, before Mr. Derek Janke was allegedly accused of cheating, did you follow him?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Now, my next question was, when you was following this positive, black, nice-looking, handsome young man, before you heard allegedly that he was cheating, did you have anything bad to say about him?
I said that nigga wasn't always right.
Exactly.
Not always
some of his messages be out there.
Okay. All right. He wasn't always writing his message. Now, my last question. With all these allegations that came up allegedly about Mr. Derek Janke, because we don't know if it's proven. He came out and said that he did cheat, but he didn't say cheat sexually or if he got a baby out there, whatever the case may be. By him coming out,
boy, this a black man, ain't it?
Do you have a different perception of this positive and influential black man who
these dictionary words?
I mean, he still can deliver a message, and as Miss Boss said, he can still deliver a message. That's why we got to stop holding people to these high ass standards as if they are not human. Okay, he can still have his message to be delivered, and he just not be the person that lives up to those standards. You see what I'm saying? So yes, I can tell you, I can be a relationship guru, I can be a therapist, and I can tell you, y'all should try to work it out. And I'm going through a divorce. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't mean, just because I'm giving you sound advice doesn't mean that I have to follow that same advice. I'm just trying to deliver sound advice to you to help you in your life. So that's what he was doing. And some of the shit he says to this day, because I still follow him. Yeah. I didn't unfollow him. I just feel like he needs to shut his narcissistic ass up.
Now, I still follow the narcissistic
narrative. Just nigga, you cheated, fool.
He said he cheated.
Okay, well let that shit go.
But I don't believe he did.
No. He talked in third person like a narcissist does. The nigga didn't say he cheated. He didn't say I cheated. He said Derek Jackson has slept with people. He talked in third person like a narcissist does, so that he would not directly admit that I have done something.
There are other Derek Jacksons out there.
You hear how you
and
sound?
He's probably using.
And he could have been talking about any other Derek Jackson. Right. That's the whole gameplay on wording.
wanting to click on their ass. You see what I'm saying? This is why we get to the point where we snap. Why
y'all snap? My mother once said, "Don't love me that much where you gotta hurt me."
Because a Negro will do some shit. And then they go into the third person, Derek Jackson.
Well, he's talking about Derek Jackson. Derek Jackson.
Dude, take ownership for your shit.
And if that Derek Jackson cheated, which I'm pretty sure
it's a million Derek Jacksons out there. Okay, it could have been any Derek Jackson. He did that intentionally, not to take ownership, and that's what makes the narcissist in him.
Well, he did.
You don't take ownership of your own shit.
He said he cheated.
He didn't say I cheated. I'm sorry, wife. I cheated on you. See, that's my issue. I still follow the nigga because he might still have a good message. I want to see how you gonna dig yourself out this hole.
We're gonna win this case, not guilty. So y'all still follow?
He's guilty.
So y'all,
see,
he guilty.
Misconception with people in the world.
See, she about to slap me. You see this?
Yeah, because I gotta get close. You see, I gotta get close. Listen. You guys in the world, people in the world feel that we have to agree with everything that you do. We don't. We can love you.
We didn't say we have to agree with it.
We can love you, but not agree with the shit that you do.
Okay.
Right. I can support you and love you, but if you do some shit that I ain't down with, I don't have to support that. That doesn't mean the love stops. Okay. It just means I don't support that shit that you're doing. That's now shit.
Let me ask you 3 women male bashers a question.
Oh man.
So we still male bashers.
Are y'all really upset with him because of the way his wife came on social media? Or y'all upset with him?
Girl, call a 1-800 number, girl. Are you being abused?
Because
Blink, girl, let us know. You need help. We'll see you a lifesaver.
Come on. Stand up. Stiff as hell. What the hell was going on? I was like, and then
I was scared for her.
You better not say nothing.
Saying how we practice, bitch.
If you say too much, I'm gonna squeeze your hand.
He was looking to her inner soul.
He wasn't looking into her inner soul.
Okay, Candy.
All right. Should we
go on to the next one? What?
So I guess the next person that we're gonna bring to
I ask a question to everybody.
Go ahead, Miss Only One Candy Lady.
Go ahead.
What was the question again? Never mind. Move on. I forgot.
You forgot? Yeah, because you know black men don't cheat. That's what happened. She don't have anything.
That's the thing I don't agree with.
Thank you, because she knows.
I don't have anything to say to bash. I didn't have anything to say to bash him before because that's not me. I don't have anything to say to bash him now. He set himself up for failure, honestly. The moment he opened his mouth and dubbed himself a relationship expert.
Exactly.
But how are y'all going to say that this guy's not a relationship expert? He still can be an expert.
And what?
He is a self-proclaimed.
Yeah.
That's what set himself up. The moment he did that.
Right. Because what you could have just said was, listen, this is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. Like I say all the time, y'all watch me. I don't give a damn what y'all say about me. I don't care how they judge, whatever. It's just my opinion. I'm entitled to it because I'm a free person, okay? And everybody else has theirs, just like buttholes. Everybody has an opinion, okay?
Right.
But when he started pointing the finger at other people and trying to ridicule other people for their behavior, and this Negro was exuding the same goddamn behavior, I wasn't cool with that. I wasn't cool. You can't point at Pastor Gray and say, "Oh, he ain't shit," because you ain't shit either.
Pastor Gray was in the great.
Okay, shit.
Okay, so what's the next? Go.
All right, now
I'm just waiting on the video where he say he ain't shit. Where's that video? That's when you make a real video about yourself and be like, I ain't shit. Yeah, I was on here talking about this and that, and I might not be living that in my real life. But what from my experiences, from what other relationships I've seen, yada, 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 this is what I believe. I believe my message. But I'm an ain't shit nigga like the other niggas. And
you should have made a video that way. And see, I think that society can accept you more if you can own your shit. Like, just be
just own your shit.
I did this, and even though I messed up, I'm telling you, in order to not be in this predicament, don't do as I do as I say do. Like your mama used to tell you.
Or take it in your own opinion, however you want to move. You just don't. You ain't gotta follow me like hard down. Follow me. You know, just bow.
So what's the
Hey.
Okay, now we're gonna
Come on, Pastor Gray.
We're gonna get into Mr. Pastor John Gray. He was born June the 26th, 1973. He's 47 years old from Cincinnati, Ohio. His spouse name is Aventer Gray. He has children. Theory, Aspen, Sky Gray. Hey, this is
He giving the whole bio.
Right. John W. Gray. His books are Color of the Cross, Race, Politics, and the Business of Salvation. And I goddamn better believe
the business of salvation. That's deep.
The business of salvation.
That's deep right there.
That's a whole nother subject another day, because I firmly believe that pastors are just CEOs and business owners, and we put them in a different light.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's a business.
Like God, like they sit on the stoop with God for real. And they just regular people. And the church is a business.
It is a business.
But you know what?
Whether you do your ministry the right way or not, it is a business.
It's a business.
Do y'all think it's because now I'm not women bashing, ladies? Do y'all think majority of the women, reason why they put like people like that on a pedestal is because of the image, the forefront they in, the uniform, whether it's a police officer, an attorney being a suit, a police officer, a doctor, and they put them on them high pedestals. And then when something like this occurs, it's like, oh, he did that, or she did this, or she did that.
You mean like cancel culture? Like that, how they say once they do something, then they just cancel their ass altogether. I don't think that's okay.
But because I'm hearing y'all saying they putting them on a pedestal, but a lot of times a woman may like a man that's in authority, whether he's a basketball star or a doctor or a lawyer or a pastor or something like that. So why are we putting these people on? Is it because we know that they have the bag, as you would say?
I mean, a woman like a bag. She like to be.
Why not like that man? Why not love?
I mean, we like him too.
We like the man too.
But I would much rather
the way he look, his appearance.
I like that too. But I would much rather be pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I would much rather deal with a man who has messed up and can take me on a well.
And let's not be mistaken. Whenever you're trying to, and I'm saying this lightly, imply about the bag, let's just go back. These women that we're talking about, Jackson and Gray, these women have been with these men probably before they even secured a damn bag. So why in the hell, after all this shit that we both been through, am I not gonna be worried about securing this bag? Nigga, this is my time to have this bag. Period.
I would much rather wipe my tears with $100 bill. Okay.
Why you can't wipe your tears with my?
I didn't put in my work. For this bag.
T-shirt.
I ain't no gold digger. I put in work for this bag. Okay.
Yeah.
Now the other chicks, they might be gold digging.
We're not using that.
What you say?
I said because your t-shirt got dry jizz on it. I'm not using that.
Oh,
okay. With your cheating ass. So let me take my couple of hundreds and wipe my tears with them dollars. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, what's still gonna happen is the money still gonna make itself. We still gonna make money at the end of the day. So while you doing all that you doing, we still need to get to that bag. Now,
and if we do believe that for better or worse, we ain't trying to divorce anyways, right? For better or worse, if that's what we believe in and that's what we're gonna live by, nigga, it might be some worse, but I'm like she said, I want to cry that money all over. I want to go ride a Lamborghini with that bag.
I want to cry Tahiti girl.
So okay, now you said Miss Pleasure Boss, you just said it's better or worse if you are married. A lot of women don't live by that for the better or worse. So even though Derek Janke allegedly cheated on his wife, she should still stay by his side for better or worse.
No, that's not what I'm saying, because it's all on the case basis. Hell, I'm not even gonna say that I'm gonna live for better or worse right now. Okay, it's a case by case basis. Oh, and when it comes to the Gray thing and Derek Jackson, they have that connection because they both have spiritual and church women. Okay. But all of us women ain't in the church
we don't
right now.
They probably out shaking their ass too.
I'm not saying in that sense. I'm saying if you have a biblical background, then 9 times out of 10, when you got married, it's going to be a couple of stages. And I can speak personally. It's going to be a couple of stages where, because you have that foundation from the church of Christ, and it's going to be a foundation where you're like, for better, for worse. So this is just my worst time. We're going to try to work this out, see how this works. But again, when I talk about behavior patterns, if that doesn't change, then why do I have to feel like I must stay? Because the words say for better or worse. And yeah, the society might feel like this is our worst time. But I feel like I'm ready to move on, so that's where the behind the scenes go. Now they're church people, so they're probably going to hold it down for a little while, but I'm just waiting to see, like, 10 years down the road, is they still going to be there, or they really going to just call it a quit?
Okay.
Because again, if the behavior and the mindset doesn't change, the things you're going through right now is not going to change. It's going to keep coming to you as a lesson for you to learn in different ways until you actually move forward in a breaking behavior, okay, of that pattern. Not just saying that, oh, I'm going to try, because, like, literally, is Pastor Gray really not talking to people? Or he just found other ways to do it?
I don't know what he found. I didn't know nothing about Pastor Gray or this Derek Jenke guy until Miss Mina told me about him. But one of our viewers, Mr. D. Earl, said, and this is true, he said, oh, when we was in school, they didn't care about the bag, which is true. A lot of these people out here didn't worry about the bag, but now all of a sudden it's a bag that's being presented. Now you're worrying about the bag.
That's not to say we wasn't worried about the bag in school, because technically we were worried about the bag. The bag was smaller.
You worried about
it. The bag was smaller. We wanted you to still take us to the movies. We wanted to go to the ice cream shop.
I wasn't dating the dudes that was in high school with me. I had the doughboys with the cars coming to pick me up.
I dated the high school guys.
I don't know what these viewers gonna be saying you were when you was in high school, but that don't sound too good.
We didn't want.
I dated the high school guys, but you still want the bag. I mean, come on. You can be in the 2nd grade and still want somebody lunch money to buy you some ice cream. You still secure the bag in the 2nd grade. I want some ice cream. I want to go to the snack machine.
Y'all probably had these type of guys.
Movie theater.
He didn't take y'all ass nowhere but to McDonald's.
To the mall. I want a dream bar.
I thought y'all was doing something. Your ass was eating a goddamn Happy Meal. Right. You number 2.
That's all you could afford in the 2nd grade. No, it was still the bag.
Exactly. Now you moving on up. Okay, now you can afford something else. Okay, my bag getting bigger too.
Pastor Gray. I ain't trying to hear that no more. Now, Pastor Gray is an associated pastor for Joel Osteen Lakewood Church in Houston. Now, I'm wondering what dirt do we got on Joel Osteen? He came to Greenville in 2018 when a pastor, Ron Carpenter, moved his Redemption Church ministry to California. Gray formed the Relentless Church out of the former Redemption Church campus in Haywood Road. Now, like I said, I ain't know nothing about Pastor Gray.
What's some questions over there?
I don't leave my question alone.
We got to get to them because we're about to have to wrap.
Now, what's the problem with Pastor Gray? What problem y'all have with Pastor Gray?
Nothing. I just feel like his congregation and everybody else who holds him as a higher standard, because he is a pastor, needs to bring his ass back down to reality and bring their thoughts back down to reality about him. And he is a man. He is a human being who gonna fuck up. And I don't give a damn if you a doctor, a lawyer, a police officer, a pastor, a judge. Your ass you are judged the same. Okay, we do not have different judgments for different people. Your ass, you messed up, you messed up.
Now, the only problem I had with Pastor Gray, he has said this, and I quote, and this is what he allegedly said. He said, one of the reasons why he cheated is because his wife does not cook and his son eats just Giorno frozen pizza regularly. I guess he's mad because that's all his sons
I mean, that's what a bitter man say. Whenever they do something that the wife don't cook, her pussy ain't good, she don't dress up, she always out, whatever it is. That's the woman bashing that they do to make their ego, boost their ego back up because they fucked up.
All right, now
That's some bullshit.
off of what Derek.
Say what you saying, Miss Candy. That's some bullshit.
I
What?
said that's some bullshit. He said one of the reasons why he cheated is because she didn't cook.
Well, he probably had to go to one of his servants.
Side
in
bitches
the
pay the
house.
bill.
He got a burger up the street.
If you don't get
I
your
don't give a
happy ass in
damn.
that
He
kitchen,
probably went to one of
Ain't
his
no 24-hour restaurants out there.
house to get something to eat. Just so happened when she
His
came
fat
to
ass
the
ain't
door,
missing
she was
no
in her
meal.
bathrobe, and you know he got demons, and he seen this woman naked. He probably was like, "Well, damn, she don't have sex with me."
And the Lord say, "Be fruitful and multiply." So
right,
he just was like,
exactly. See, Pleasant Boss, you
"Oral
feeling me?
sex is not penetration. I'm just gonna eat her for a couple hours. I was hungry."
So, this is the only problem I have. This is the only problem I have with Derek Jenkins and Pastor
God.
Gray. Both of them did their thing allegedly. I don't think they both should have went after one another because, like you said, you don't know what this man going through. He should have just tried to lift him up and say, "Hey, I know the demons probably came or whatever the case may be, brother. I'm gonna be here praying for you." But this what Pastor Gray had to say back at Derek Jenkins, which I think was a slug. He said, "Hey, Derek, you remember when I responded to your words about me? Remember when I posted videos about you? Neither do I, to be clear." Meaning he ain't do none of that. So why you came at me? He say,
What he was trying to say was a long time ago, I guess.
but my thing
So it's
is,
not
he
important to
didn't
remember
shoot
it.
slugs, but now he's shooting slugs. He should have just stuck to what he said. "Hey, I'm gonna pray for you," but then he had to shoot slugs. He said, "To be clear, I've slept with one woman in my life, my wife, but that does not that don't absolve me of the wrong I did. In any reaction or communication with anyone was wrong. My failures are mine. I have gone through it, and I continue to go through it. Counseling to address the vast empty places that led me to the behavior that is unethical to how I was raised and what I believe. I've learned that in life, when everyone gets a turn, when it's mine, I didn't obfuscate my wrong by addressing what I knew about others. I kept others' name out my mouth. Maybe it would be wise to
Boy,
do
this the holy comeback.
Yeah.
Huh?
Gray wrote one more thing. I sincerely pray for you and your family to heal.
He
I know
must
how
have a
people
publicist
throw
right
you away.
this.
I would never do another man what was done to me. May you receive the grace I didn't receive from others.
Now
May
you know what
you rise to be a better
Now we
man.
just throwing grace out there.
One moment will not define your life.
You know what the common denominator is with both of them Negroes?
What? They ain't shit.
Narcissist.
Neither one. Yeah, they ain't shit. Neither one of them Negroes just came out and said, "Yeah, I cheated," whatever. Both of them motherfuckers had an excuse. You stuck because you was hungry with your fat
Pastor
ass.
Gray say he,
and the other one did because he was whatever with his narcissistic ass. But
And they both said they was going through divorce, right? And they gave them the reason. They both said they were going through divorce.
They always had an excuse.
And they gave them the reason.
At one moment, does a man just say, "You know what? I fucked up. I did that. Can we move forward? I apologize." Or this is just who I am. Can you accept me for who I am? Because I love you and want to be with you, but I might fuck these hoes, like Baby Boy said.
Hey.
Oh my God. Come on, baby boy.
Hey.
At least he was real enough to say, "Hey."
And that's what it is. Just be real about your shit.
You see what I'm saying? And that's why
and then they can say, "Nah, I don't want to," or "Yeah, I want to." Just be upfront with your shit.
These three women bastards. But look, with that being said, the Pleasure Boss, I'm going to go ahead and allow you the stage to go ahead and let people know who you are, your platforms.
I thought we had questions.
What questions?
We got 5 minutes.
I don't have no questions.
Oh, okay.
Well, there was going to be long questions like, do you generally want each other and all that type of stuff.
Okay.
But we ain't got time for that.
Okay.
But again, I'm going to go ahead and give you the platform, let you go ahead and let everybody know where they can follow you, where they can find you, what you do, and as well as your handles on Station Head, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all that. Go ahead.
Yes. So, I'm the Pleasure Boss. Y'all can follow me on all social media platforms. The Pleasure Boss. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Station Head. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, and IG. So I am, like I said on my weekly podcast, I'm your girl who got all the tea, all your sex questions you can ask me. I like to have fun and let my hair down for sure. So yeah, follow me everywhere. And also, if you're looking to, add some toys in the bedroom, I know that's what we talked about last week. You can definitely shop with me at bkparties.com/6191. But yeah, or follow me on hit me at thepleasureboss.com.
You see
So
what I'm saying? She got the
I'm in the
bedroom.
background. I've been
going.
I'm writing on a couple of these things right now, so I'm excited.
Well, we will definitely have you back on another show. It's a pleasure always having you, and we're glad you came back on this show. And now our viewers get to see you visually outside of a picture and hearing on you on Station Head. So we love you. We hope to have you back. And last but not least, only one candy lady. We got the Pleasure Boss who got candy toys, and we got only one candy lady.
A big family.
Only one candy lady.
The only one.
The only one.
You have anything you want to say?
Did y'all want me to run down my rest?
Yeah, girl, give it to her.
No, let me stop. I have a little thing where I'm like, the daycare owning, Reiki mastering and teacher, intuitive tarot, oracles, auto reading, radio show hosting, jewelry pushing, high vibrational being. I'm a multifaceted, magical as fuck individual. You can find me on Station Head, only one Candy Lady. Facebook, Candy Lady. Instagram, one Candy Lady, KANDILADI.
Girl, I'm going to follow you.
That's my boo. Do you understand me? And that's why that's my boo.
Wait a minute. She said a whole bunch of things I love. Now wait, we got to be on the. We got girl. I'm about to put you in the tribe. We got a tribe together. He said we was all three together.
We are magical creatures. I say we have Black Girl Magic. I love it.
Love it too.
I love it all the time. You know what I'm
saying?
Hey,
we may joke, we may go at one another, but it's all love, man. And I support each and every last one of y'all. And if there's anything that we can do on y'all shows, don't hesitate to reach out. Because I know when we first started our show, me and Miss Mina was bumping our heads on what we're going to do. And just so happened we met, the both of you through social media streams. And now here we are, helping us with shows and supporting your shows or whatever we can do to continue to have that to happen as well. You have any?
Absolutely. I appreciate it.
Oh, to wrap up, no, thank you guys for coming on. We really appreciate it. To all of our entrepreneurs out there, us at what is our show name? Dang.
Zeke Freaky Tales.
we support all entrepreneurs here at Zeke Freaky Tales.
You know what I mean? Took your thoughts away.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead.
Go ahead.
You done? I'm gonna give me some little closing thoughts. A heaviness is lifting in a peace and flowing toward you. Enjoy the lighter vibes and spend some time with the people who supported you when you were struggling in the darkness. Another one, don't allow your wounds to transform you into someone you are not.
Right.
We all go through things, but if we have one another like we do on this broadcast, we can always lift one another up. And also, with that being said, this show is being brought to you by Station Head, Zeke the 5-Foot Freak, Zeke Freaky Tales with my beautiful co-host, Miss Mina That Diva, as well as on Facebook under the Upper Room West, as well as the Upper Room Podcast supporters. And it's being brought to you live on YouTube under the Upper Room. Look for the logo with the 8-ball with the UR in the middle.
I forgot to say this. I want to give a big shout out to Mike Evans. Hey, Mikey.
Oh, man, how I forget that?
High five to Mike Evans. He is one of our hometown greats. He got the key to the city yesterday. I'm so upset that I was unable to attend the parade yesterday. I had to work until like 9 last night, so I wasn't able to attend, but the turnout was great. The love was great. It was real. Shout out to his mom, Heather, for raising such a phenomenal person through all of the adversity you guys were able to overcome. So that's a special, special thing, a special moment. I'm glad you guys enjoyed and the love was poured out to you guys yesterday. So big shout out to Mikey for his success in the Super Bowl with Tom Brady
and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Right. And we look forward to them guys doing it again. He's one of our hometown greats. So without further ado,
this show, if you have came in late and you missed part of the show, this show will be up on YouTube sometime later today, as well as if you're not following us on Station Head, please download the Station Head app and follow Zeke the 5-Foot Freak, as well as the Upper Room. You can all. I said Zeke the 5-Foot Freak and the Upper Room, right? There's two radio stations. with
But
views.
you gotta give them the shout outs.
But yeah. And if you have missed the show, you can follow that on Station Head as well. You can go back and listen to all our previous shows. Please tune in to my morning broadcast shows Monday through Friday, Zeke the 5 Foot Freak morning music and chat. I have music playing, different types of genres of music, as well as news, and our radio stations are commercial free. And without further ado, we want to give a big shout out to all our sponsors and supporters outside of Pleasure Bee and Miss Only One Candy Lady, Bench Bullion, Busy Bee Cab Stand, Element 7 Salon, Fort Trey Photography, Jockway's Chicken and Waffles, like our co-host on the upper room, the legend would say, the best chicken on this side of the Mississippi, Maduro's Cigar Lounge, Meek Smells That Sells. She's one of our sponsors of our show. Please follow her on Facebook as well as on Instagram if you're into Scentsy products. National Scouting Service, NBA Kennels, Picture Perfect Photography, Tommy Napoli Personal Chef, Eugene B Productions. He's on YouTube. Shalibra Jones Tax Society. If you're into getting your tax done the correct way, please contact her at 281-451-7918, or you can email her at societytaxservices@outlook.com.
If you have an entrepreneur that you want us to give a shout out to or advertise for on the show, please don't hesitate to hit us up on any of our handles. We support all entrepreneurs on our show. And that's it for today.
That's our show. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And until next time, we are out.
Thank you, ladies.
Peace out. Thank you for having me.
Your name? Bye. We'll see you next time.